Hey, so today we're going to work on lesson 19.5, which is the same as lesson 3.5. And I think you are going to find that today's lesson is very much like our lesson 19.4, which was multiplying rational numbers. So today we are dividing rational numbers. Our essential question is, how do you divide rational numbers? A quick review. Quotients can have negative signs in different places. So a quotient is the answer to a division problem. Remember that. Quotient is the answer to a division problem. So placement of negative signs in quotients. Quotients can have negative signs in different places. Let P and Q be rational numbers. So your dividend P, the divisor Q. So a positive divided by a negative is a negative. If my dividend is negative, if my divisor is positive, my quotient, which is the answer, is negative. A negative divided by a positive is negative. Same thing like when I multiplied. Positive times a negative is negative. Negative times a positive is negative. Same thing with dividing. Now, if my symbols are the same, if I have a positive divided by a positive, my answer is going to be positive. If I have a negative divided by a negative, it's going to be positive. So when you're dividing, if the symbols are different, the answer, is negative. If the same, it's going to be positive. All right, so I have 12 divided by negative 4, negative 12 divided by 4, and negative quantity 12 divided by 4, equivalent. Well, if I do 12 divided by negative 4, it's a positive divided by a negative. If I have a positive divided by a negative, it's going to be a negative. So, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. If I have negative 12 divided by 4, that's a negative divided by a positive. It's going to give me a negative. So my answer is going to be negative. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So if I have 12 divided by 4 is 3, and then I have my negative, all three of these answers are the same. So all the same. So the rational numbers are equivalent. Explain how the placement of the negative sign in the rational numbers affects the sign of the quotient. The sign of the quotient is not affected by the placement. And this refers to up here. I have my negative 4 there, my negatives in the 12, and my negatives outside the parentheses. So wherever the sign of the quotient, negative, 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 they're all the same. So if P and Q are rational numbers and Q is not 0, what do you know about all three of these? Well, the answers are going to all be negative. Because I have a negative times the quantity P divided by Q. You have to look at the symbols. So this asks me to write two equivalent expressions for each quotient. Which I'm going to erase that a little bit. So I have 14 over negative 7, which is 14 divided by negative 7. I could have that. Negative 14 over 7 is equivalent, and negative 14 over 7 with parentheses. Okay? So this one is a negative divided by a negative. So that is going to be equivalent to, because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So that's going to be equivalent to 32 over 8, which is going to be 4. 32 divided by 8 is also 4. And if I did that, is going to give me negative 4. And then if I put a negative on the outside, negative 4, negative times times negative 4 is going to be positive 4. So quotients of rational numbers. The rules for dividing rational numbers are the same as rules for dividing integers. Only you're going to be working with decimals or fractions. Over 5 months, Carlos wrote 5 checks for a total of $323.75 to pay for his cable TV service. His cable bill is the same amount each month. What was the change in Carlos's bank account each month to pay for the cable? So when you write checks, you're taking it out of your account, and over 5 months. So use negative number to represent the withdrawal from his account each month. So I want to find negative 323.75 divided by 5. First of all, I'm going to determine the sign of the quotient. Well, I have a negative divided by a positive. A negative divided by a positive is going to be negative. So the quotient will be negative because the signs are different. So I know that my answer is going to be negative, and $323.75 divided by 5 is $64.75. So he withdrew $64.75 each month to pay for cable TV. A negative divided by a positive equals a negative. Positive divided by a negative. It's going to be negative. Symbols are different. Negative divided by a negative, symbols are the same. It's going to be positive. You don't have to write the positive symbol. And this is 5.5 divided by 0.5, but it's the negative of it. So my answer is going to be negative. Go ahead and find out your answers. Come back and check. All right. Positive divided by a negative is a negative. 2.8 divided by the 4 is 0.7. Negative divided by a negative is a positive. 6.64 divided by 0.4 is 16.6. I don't have to have that plus there. And this is the negative of 5.5 divided by 0.5. So my answer is going to be negative 11. A diver descended. That means he goes down 42.56 feet in 11.2 minutes. What was the diver's average change in elevation per minute? That's negative 42.56 divided by 11.2. A negative divided by a positive, so my answer is going to be negative, and 42.56 divided by 11.2 is 3.8. So my answer is 3.8 feet per minute. A negative divided by a positive equals a negative. A complex fraction is a fraction that has a fraction in its numerator, denominator, or both. So we have a over b divided by c over d equals ab divided by cd. So find 7/10 divided by -1/5. So determine the sign of the quotient. The quotient will be negative because the signs are different. I have a positive divided by a negative, which equals a negative. Write the complex fraction as division. So 7/10 divided by -1/5 is equal to 7/10 divided by -1/5. These two are the same, only written a little bit different. So when you divide fractions, you rewrite it using multiplication. You multiply by the reciprocal. You keep the first fraction. You multiply now by the reciprocal of this fraction. So instead of 1/5, the reciprocal, you flip it and it becomes -5/1. It's the same as keep, change, flip. Keep the first fraction, change the symbol to multiplication, and flip. Now I have 7 times 5 is 35. 10 times 1 is 10. I know my answer is negative. And we simplified the problem. So 7/10 divided by -1/5 is -7/2. Example letter B. Maya wants to divide 3/4 a pound of a box of trail mix into small bags. Each bag will hold 1/12 pound of trail mix. How many bags of trail mix can Maya fill? Find 3/4 divided by 1/12. Well, it's two positives, and two positives divided by each other is going to be a positive answer. So 3/4 divided by 1/12 equals 3/4 divided by 1/12. I wrote it looking like this. Now I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. It was keep the first fraction, change this to a multiplication, and give the reciprocal of that fraction, which is 1/12 becomes 12/1. So now I have 3/4 times 12/1, which equals 36/4, which equals 9. 36 divided by 4 is 9. So my original division problem looked like this, and my answer is 9. Maya can fill 9 bags of trail mix. Go ahead, try your turn, come back and check your answers. We're going to start looking at the number 7, -5/8 divided by -6/7. I rewrote it looking like this with my division symbol. I have to, in order to divide fractions, you do keep the first fraction, change the division to multiplication, give the reciprocal, so it becomes -7/6. Now I multiply my numerators. -5 times -7 is +35, and 8 times 6 is 48. My answer is 35/48. -5/12 divided by 2/3. Rewrote it as -5/12 divided by 2/3 going this way. Keep the first fraction, -5/12. Change my division to multiplication. Flip the second fraction. It was 2/3. Now I have my 3/2. -5 times 3 is -15. 12 times 2 is 24. If I simplify that fraction, greatest common factor is 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Remember, a negative divided by a positive is a negative. -4/5 divided by 1/2. I rewrote it going this way. I kept the first fraction, changed my sign, reciprocal of the second, and then I have -4 times 2 is -8. 5 times 1 is 5. And -8/5, that's an improper fraction. I rewrite it. 5 goes into 8 one time with 3 left over, and you keep the same denominator. And my answer is negative. Try some of the guided practice or the independent practice. Check your answers. Bring questions to class if you have difficulties, and we'll see you soon.